A really useful place for generative fill is when you're working on panoramas. So if you've ever created panoramas in Photoshop or Lightroom, you'll get these kind of hemispherical kind of things going around the edges. And generally we use content-aware fill to fill those in, and with mixed results. Usually skies work pretty well, but the foreground areas don't usually work so well. But we can easily fix this, and what we're going to do is even extend the image a little bit. So I'm going to grab the crop tool. And under the crop, just hit clear so you're not forced to any particular aspect ratio. And drag it up and drag it down if you want to add to it. If you don't want to add to it, you don't have to expand it, but I just want to give you that option because sometimes you want to display it. Maybe you want to display it a little bit taller. Now what we're going to do is we're going to generate the top and the bottom individually. The reason for that is resolution. Currently, right now, Generative Fill only creates at 1K, which was 1024 pixels square for each fill. If I was to do the top and bottom, it's going to apply that 1K to the entire image, and it's going to come out very low resolution. So you could do it in smaller segments to get better results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the top part here. And now we're just going to generate the sky. I'm going to choose Generative Fill, and I'm not going to put anything in. I'm just going to choose Generate and let it extend that sky. Now typically you're not going to get a lot of resolution issues in the sky. I mean, if you've got some very detailed clouds, that could happen. And it's possible it could happen in this area. We'll see. All right, that looks pretty good. So that's generated the top. Now we want to do the bottom. So I'm going to select the bottom part of this image. But I know there's more detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this side. Let's click here. And I'm just going to do this side right up to there on its own. And I'm going to choose Generative Fill and let it generate. Because this is a 2000 pixel wide image, so it's a lower res for your exercise file. But if you're working on a high resolution image, just do it in smaller chunks, and notice we're going to get some interesting results here. Don't worry about that just yet. We're going to go across here, and we're going to go right up to that edge, and we're going to fill this in. Whoops, we need to go a little higher there. And let's choose Generative Fill. Hit Generate. And there we go, we've filled that in nicely. And of course we've got the variations, so we could click through these variations, and if there's other options that you prefer, you could choose those. But I think that's looking pretty good. So this is one of the uses we can do, for these panoramas. And of course, if you want to crop it back in again, you can, but it just gives you a lot more to play with and work with.